Well, welcome back to the allotment project. It's St Patrick's Day 2026 and we have some sunshine out. Yay! This forecast is the next few days, so hopefully some of the puddles will dry up, the mud will dry up, and we'll have a quick look round. So here are the leeks. Leeks doing very well now. Quite a few weeds in there need coming out. The garlic next to them, it's coming along. And in here we have some onions, which they'll be doing quite good now. Ready for a good grow. Into the greenhouse, where I had an explosion of lettuces, so I thought, well, I'll get as many as I can in and we'll see what survives. And they just started this last day or so to get some decent leaves on. And also the onions that were growing, I put them in there. I think they're spring onions. I'm not too sure because everything got blew over into the greenhouse, so the seeds got mixed up quite a lot. A few more lettuces next door. This was the second lot of lettuces, which have grown better because I put them in a new bag of compost, so they're doing quite well. And then we have a couple of I think these are a couple of runner beans. I thought, yes, the runner beans. Thought I'd get a nice early start. They're just starting to come through now. A few more lettuces which fell over. They're growing again, and some onions and I think some beetroots there. Yep, a few sweet peas for the garden, and yeah, we have this monster of a runner bean. Planted this at home. It's one of those out of the Christmas calendar. There was only 2 beans in the pack. One grew, one didn't. It's grown so good I've had to bring it back down here. So just get staked up that. So that's in her. Over into the tomatoes, which were grown at home, or started off at home, and have been down here now for a good week. Have a look at these. And I think these need a bit of a water. They're very warm. Different types. A bit of a water, and then they can go into some pots, I think, today. Well, buckets I'm putting them in. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. I don't want to tempt fate yet. We're only in March, aren't we? So yeah, they're okay. So they're going to go into some buckets anyway. Over in the fruit cage, the apples are getting buds on. Currant bush, you've got a few buds on. Gooseberries, they're looking like they're going to grow quite well. These were the ones that were in tubs. They seem to have come along since I put them in the ground. They're raspberries, gooseberries, raspberries. I'd have to go inside, but I think that's a tayberry. I think these are maybe tayberries, or I'm not too sure. Then over the other side we have the raspberries from last year, strawberries, raspberries, good mixture. The onions I planted about 3 weeks ago. That variety is growing pretty good. That one's gone pretty, not doing really very well. and that one's growing not too bad. It has been flooded down this end. It's been very soft. I did put some seeds in here for a trial bed, and there's one or two of them growing, but it did have a cover on, and as you can see, the cover's blown off and probably taking most of the seeds with them. So I'll just leave it for now, see what happens. The garlic and onions, they need weeding, and that shall get done today. That's a good main priority, that. Over in the other fruit cage, their stuff is growing. There's nothing in that tunnel. The wind's battered it, so it's nothing in there at the moment. So yeah, there's quite a lot of fruit growing in there. Grass is picking up. Last week I got this bed ready. This is where the beans and the peas are going to go this year. As you can see, I'm making it into quite a tall one this year. I need to get some netting on and a door in. And I think I'll just put a plank down the middle to walk on, and that should really take care of itself. On the far end, that's where the rhubarb is now. I think that could do with a bucket over, actually. It's too spindly. There's some chives there. That's primula there. The yucca which I rescued is it's not dying anyway. Bulbs. A couple of bushes. I think they're actually only hawthorn. Roses are picking up. A few more cabbages to come in. Those roses were cuttings last week. That is last season's cutting, and that was the rose bush that was practically dead. Still had this area to sort out. All mostly concrete on there. There's a big concrete path underneath that, and then this little bit on the end. I don't know what I'll do with that, to be honest with you. Back around here. Cabbages, I've been putting some bug spray on for the holes. There's some weeds coming through there, they're like buttercup, so get rid of those. The beds are still more or less the same. Need weeding as usual. The strawberry area, it's been weeded, but I think it needs it again. Starting to get quite a few more weeds through. Another couple of weeks and I think they'll start growing. There's a few little shoots in the middle that's growing there. You take all the dead leaves off, stop the wood lice getting in. Wood lice love dead plants and wood. And then we've got the raspberries, which I never got a chance to move. I don't really want them here anymore. They're not doing anything anyway, so we'll just leave them. see the wind's had an effect. There's broken glass. Let's come out to Jonathan's greenhouse there. Strawberry fields. Yep, looks like they've all survived. Have a quick look over here. This needs to be moved today. I was hoping to get it inside here, but don't know if we've got time. Yeah, glass has come off his next door. It was really windy last week, really windy. And as you can see, his shed is up. Now the weather's picking up. Might get down here, get tidied up. Greenhouse needs cleaning out. And his rhubarb is doing really good. This is the second year here and it's starting to pick up really well. He needs a lot of weeding doing in here. Rotivating. You can see my footprints where I was maintaining the netting. Sunk in really deeply. The wind's had a real blow around here. Now have a look in the pond, see if there's any frogs in yet. No, doesn't look like we've got any frogs around. There should be frog spawn in here by now if we had frogs, but there isn't. Fruit trees are sprouting now. And back over here again. The hawthorn bushes which I put in last year, they're growing okay. Hopefully I'll get a hawthorn hedge all the way along here. Oh sorry, no, not the hawthorn, the hazelnuts actually. Hazelnuts. There you go. And that's raspberry. All this could do with mulching or burning. So yeah, things are growing. So I'll get on with some weeding now. Get some netting on to that cage there. Get some beans and peas in. I sold them directly because I've only got 2 beans now. Get some more sown directly. And I think I need a new watering can. Rotten through. That was a good can that at one time. And then over there, there's a few flowers and some more leeks growing. Anyway, thanks for joining me. See you on the next one.